What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, hopefully you are enjoying the new reward rework, and it looks like Matt and the team have already started considering what is next. So there's a post on the official announcements portion of the Discord channel. I'm not going to read this entire thing to you, but the summary, and then we'll get into some of the details. The summary is obviously that the team is appreciating all the feedback that they've gotten so far, and they have a couple of things that they are considering tweaking in the future. So you can see here, after some time has passed. Now, when they say that, my guess would be at least a season or two. And keep in mind, right, the release dates or the release windows are roughly every 2 weeks. So that's usually about a season. So I would say if there's something pressing that the team wants to do, maybe they get it into the next release, but most likely I would say at least give it a month to see how things shake out. The important part here is please keep in mind that these items are just under consideration right now and will not necessarily be implemented, but I prefer to involve the community in the thought process. So here are the 3 items that they have. First, we are looking at potentially increasing glint earnings for battle wins across the board, pending some more data. Now, I'm actually okay with this. I guess at the end of the day, like, I'm not earning. Who doesn't want to earn more stuff as they go along? When I look at like wanting to get more master draws, for example, and the fact that, like, you know, I'm able to play in Diamond, right? Diamond 1 in Wild, and I'm getting like only 500 glint. Like, that would be 10 battles per day just to get one of those master draws. Now, again, the appeal should be to play in Modern, at which point I should get like 750-ish glint, right? At least with the 50% multiplier there. But ultimately, I don't know. To me, none of the other draws really have value unless you're going to go for the top tier ones, especially if you need legendary cards, which I do, right? So that's probably the biggest thing for me, is that I want to have as many chances as possible to get legendaries, and I have not really done the math to see like, oh, maybe I should just get a bunch of like the lowest or second to lowest. But I like the idea of increasing glint, especially if this is something that, you know, the rest of the community sees is valuable. Okay, second thing, we are looking at adjusting the cost of existing shop items and or adding additional draw options to the shop, such as ones that would give guaranteed cards of certain rarities, for example. Now that I can get behind. So even if they don't increase glint, what would be really cool is, let's say you draw a card, or let's say you have a draw that is guaranteed to be legendary, right? And maybe it's only 1 copy, and maybe it's somewhat expensive, but at least you know you're going to be going for that. Now, I'm sure the team would work out the math in the background, but it's like, okay, how many days of battles worth would somebody need to get in order to get the amount of chests, or we'll call them draws now, in order to get maximum amount of legendary, right? We don't want that to be the case. We don't want it where they can just do that in, like, I don't know, 6-month period. Actually, I don't even know what the appropriate amount of time would be. I just know that these cards are not going to rotate any shorter than probably like a year and a half. So I'd like to see what those numbers are, but I definitely like the idea of it, just because I need specific rarities. I need epics. I need legendary cards, and I would love to be able to do that. Okay, number 3 here, we are looking at adjusting the amount of items that can be purchased before the price increases, and or adjusting how often the prices reset. So that's cool. I know a lot of people are looking at, you know, the chest right now. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to keep calling them chests. So they're looking at the chest right now thinking to themselves, oh, well, I can only buy 10 at this price, and all of a sudden, like, it goes up, you know, not exponentially, but significantly. And so here's the thing. I don't know what the right numbers are. I don't know what the right math is. I'm sure there's very smart people both in the community and on the team working on these. And it's just good to know that they're taking a look at it this early on and trying to make sure. Because the thing is, they can do as much testing and, you know, number crunching in the background, but you don't really know where the community is going to go. You don't really know how they're going to spend their glint. And this is the whole thing where it's just like, after a couple of weeks of data, after a couple seasons worth of data, now they see the behavior patterns. Now they can adjust appropriately. And something that is maybe too unattainable and people are staying away from, maybe they make that a little bit more attainable. And things that people are just going absolutely nuts on, you make sure that there's no kind of exploit that could be happening there. So really, really happy to see, you know, shout out to the team for a very smooth launch yesterday. And hopefully, you know, we'll see what changes they come up with. But here's the thing. it looks like they want to get as much feedback as possible. So I kind of want to turn this video, even though the team doesn't watch this, but I kind of want to turn this video into a little brainstorming session. So if there are things that you would like to see in addition to this, please do let me know in the comments section below. Again, I'm not going to send it to the team or anything, but if there's a cool idea here, we could definitely start a conversation, either in the town hall or in map chat or somewhere that the team would be looking. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The last thing I'll say here, just from their last paragraph here, one of the benefits of the new system is that it's a lot easier to make changes and gives us much more flexibility than with the previous loot chest system. We're committed to getting this right, and I expect the reward shop to be constantly evolving to keep things interesting and exciting for players over time. So that is probably the coolest aspect of this. I know it's like all the way at the end and people are already hyped or whatever. It's just the idea that they can keep this fresh and exciting. I think about how, back when I was playing Fortnite, and all like the kids that I was playing with were all like, anytime the shop would rotate over, they'd be like, "Ooh, let's go check what's in there." And so if we could get to a point where Splinterlands is offering stuff every 2 weeks, new items, maybe things that rotate in and out, that would be pretty cool. And obviously we're not there right now, but my hope is that they do see a vision for that or something similar and can do that within the next 6 months. I think would be awesome. Maybe even by the summer, right? They just need to line up certain things and, hopefully knock out whatever else they have going on. That way they can focus on, having these cool updates. But if it's just something like, okay, let's put out a new type of item, let's put out a new type of whatever, I have a lot of high hopes for this reward shop, which we've sorely needed, in my opinion. So that is all I have for you guys in this video. Like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you have any suggestions for reward shop items. But otherwise, I will catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.